Good morning, guys. Good morning from Japan, anyways. I'm pretty sure it's evening for most of you guys, but still very much morning for me, so excuse my sleepy face. Who's with us today? I hope lots of you guys could make it. I tried to make it a better time this time because I think the last one was a little crap. Hey, Anthony, thanks for joining. I'm currently drinking my morning beverage. Oh, you guys can't see it. Oh, it's like this. It's called aojiru in Japanese. Honestly, I don't even know what it is. I wish you guys could see it. Pure green. Hey, Adam. And I think it's wheatgrass combined with some other things. It tastes like, hey, Hannah. Hey, Diane. It tastes like grass. It just tastes like blended up grass. It's really gross, but I assume that it's really good for me. So whenever I wake up in the morning, this is the first thing I drink. Yeah, swamp water, honestly. Like, that's exactly what it tastes like. Hey, William, Port Alberni. Oh, cool. I've never been there. Actually, it's so close to my hometown, but I've never been there. Exactly, Adam. That's my thoughts exactly. So I like to choke this down every morning and feel like I'm doing something good for my body. But like, it takes me a few hours every day to get through it. And sometimes I just leave it there. And at the end of the day, I still have half of it in my cup. What do you guys drink when you first wake up in the morning? I have my gross swamp water. And then I also have a tea for some much needed caffeine. And then I'm good. Yeah, I've been to Tofino. It's a shame I haven't been to Port Alberni. I would love to see it. I really do need to explore that whole area more. I didn't really do much traveling when I lived in Canada. I went to Banff. That's about it, really. I went to a couple of places on the island, Vancouver Island, to go camping, and that was about it. Water first, then herbal teas. Hannah's healthy. Damn. What's your favorite herbal tea? I've been trying to get back into herbal tea. I'm clearly addicted to black tea. I feel like I need a little bit of caffeine in the morning, but it's making my teeth really yellow, even though I'm using that whitening toothpaste. Thank you, Adam. I just can't get the stains off. It's my addiction. So I need to get back into herbal teas, but I need some tasty ones. And actually, I don't really like fruity ones. I've noticed that lots of people always recommend fruity ones to me. I think I prefer the herbal ones like mint or chamomile or something in that family, but I really haven't found anything that I super enjoyed besides lemon ginger. That's definitely one of my favorites. You tried matcha for the first time today. Did you like it? Did it feel very grass-like to you? Usually the first time anyone tries matcha, it's like, oh, this tastes like grass. Awesome. But then you start to crave it. It's like this weird acquired taste, and then it just suddenly gets kind of addictive. I love matcha so much. Can't do fruit teas, they just taste off. Thank you, Adam. I'm glad somebody agrees with me. The Republic of Tea. Ooh. Peppermint and ginseng together, or like peppermint and ginseng? I can't imagine them together. You like the grassiness. Yeah, that's good. If you like it, then you're good to go. The grassier, I feel like the higher quality the matcha, the grassier it tastes. Together, no way. I'm gonna have to find that. I'm gonna write a note. The Republic of Tea. I don't know if I've ever tried that company. What country is that from? Republic of Tea. I like oolong, but that's a black tea. Honestly, I don't know what oolong is considered. Yeah, that's a good question. I feel like it would be considered kind of an herbal tea. It is dark, but it's not as dark as black tea. It's a good question though. Earl Grey is nice too, but also black tea. Harney and Sons. Ooh, hot cinnamon. What's you guys recommend? I don't think I've ever had a cinnamon tea. Harney and Sons, cinnamon. Okay, I'm building up a good list here. My tea collection is like dwindling, so once it all runs out, it'll probably run out by the end of this year. Then I'll do like a big tea shopping haul. I can't wait. I think oolong on its own, maybe its own thing. Yeah, right? It is, isn't it? I don't think it would be black or herbal. The pig from Dragon Ball. Is that his name? You know what? I actually never watched Dragon Ball. I don't know anything about it. 2:30 a.m. in Germany. Oh man, thanks for joining us anyways, even though it's a ridiculous time for you. I hope you don't have to be anywhere early in the morning tomorrow. Mm. Now you said swamp water. That's all I can think of. It tastes worse than usual today. Oh, 8:35 p.m. on a Saturday night. Oh, that's perfect for the East Coast of the US. I'm glad it works out for somebody. Do you? Okay, good, Hannah. I'm glad I'm not the only one. It's such a shame because, like, I brush my teeth religiously, but it must stain them like pretty deeply or something. Because I definitely brush my teeth at least 3 times a day and I floss. So why are they getting stained? It's so frustrating. 6:30 in Calgary. How's the weather where you are, Adam? It's actually not snowing up here in northern Japan yet. It's weird. It's almost December and there's no snow here. That's kind of weird. It's definitely a lot warmer in recent years. I think, back in the day, there would be at least a couple feet of snow here by now, but it's pouring rain. Whenever I see oolong, I think of those noodles my buddy used to call oolong men. What? I've never heard of those. What are those? Oh, it's 10 degrees there. Oh, no way. That's nice then. Yeah, Anthony, it's crazy. When I used to live up here in Morioka, the first time, which was like, God, I don't know, way too many years ago now, at least 12 years ago or something. No, it must have been like 15. Each winter we'd get like 3 meters of snow. And then last year here, there was only a couple inches. Like the difference is really crazy. Can't complain though. Makes it a lot easier to survive the winter here because when I was here before, I used to have to ride my bicycle through the snow to get to the grocery store and to get to work. I rode my bicycle in the snow for like several kilometers to get to work every day. It was so shit. So shit. But I lost so much weight, so it had its good points. But yeah, these years it seems they only get a couple inches, which is crazy. I miss the snow though. I would like to have a little bit more than that. It would be fun. Yeah. I honestly I don't know American at all, Diane. I don't know the like Fahrenheit system at all. So it would make zero sense to me. I have this one friend in Canada for some reason always used Fahrenheit. I don't know why. And it would confuse the hell out of me. From 14 to 24, I went everywhere by bike. It's nice, but like, it's really annoying when the weather's shit. And in Japan, the weather is often raining or snowing or really windy. Not the best biking weather, unfortunately. Hey, Kristen, thanks for joining. I'm very sleepy. That's how I am. I'm currently drinking my drink of swamp water and trying to wake up. 0 Celsius is 32 Fahrenheit. Okay, well, that kind of gives us like an idea to base it off of. Basically, if you remember it like this, 30 is like hot summer weather. 0's freezing, obviously, and then like insanely cold. It usually like stays within the range of -30 to +30. 30 being really hot summer and -30 being like a really cold winter in Canada. -37 is -37 Fahrenheit. Oh, it's so weird. I don't get it at all. My brain. Lots of rainstorms in Germany as well. Oh, that's such a shame. Tomorrow I'm actually going on a sponsored trip all the way down to southern Japan again. I just got back from there. I'm flying down there again to promote an onsen town. I've never been there. It's called Kinosaki. An area with a bunch of different onsens. This whole time I'm thinking that was just one onsen, one really famous onsen, because I'd heard the name before, but apparently it's a an area, maybe kind of like Beppu, an area that's famous for onsen. And they want me to go down there and explore the town. I'm going to wear a yukata and walk around the town. Apparently, it's kind of got like an old feel to it. Eat some street food. They've got a really famous rope way, like a rope car that goes up a mountain, like backwards. You start at the bottom, and then I think you face outwards, like towards where you came from, and then it just pulls back up the mountain and it goes really high. I was watching videos of it yesterday and it looked kind of terrifying, but I do like ropeways. I never feel too scared on them. Like, I hate roller coasters. I don't really like heights at all, but for some reason ropeways don't seem that scary. I feel to like those cars that are attached to the rope and you're like way up high in the air. I think this is one of those ropeways where you like sit in a chair, kind of like a ski lift. So we're gonna do that. But the only problem is tomorrow, when all that stuff is planned for, is like rain all day. So I don't know what to do. I just messaged them and I said, could we like switch around the activities? Because the following day we have some indoor activities planned for a second video where I'm going to be making soba and doing some martial arts. So I asked them if they could switch them around, but knowing Japan, they're like, they don't like change. Like if something's planned, that's how it's going to go. So I'm not confident that they're going to be able to switch things around the day before. Yeah, yes, I hate roller coasters, Anthony. You know that. Everybody knows that. I hate them so much. I was thinking you could compile a video on top 10 fave street foods in Japan. That way you could feature foods from all the different prefectures. Oh, that would be cool. It might be hard to like feature stuff from all the different places because I feel like no matter where you go, the stuff that I eat is really similar because I don't eat meat. So it's like I don't really eat the specialty of each prefecture. It always ends up being like desserts, desserts and like rice-based stuff. So like onigiri and rice crackers and stuff like that. So I need to bring someone along with me that eats meat so that we can feature everything. A bit with you on the Abroad in Japan channel on the roller coaster still makes me laugh. That was like the worst day of my life. I still hate Chris for that. I'm gonna get him back one day, seriously. I'm gonna get him back really good. I need to find out what he's like terrified of. Top 10 vegan street foods. Yeah. I really want to go back to Kamakura because they had so many foods, but like the tour show, I was like, could we please do some more street foods because there's so much vegan stuff here and it's so rare to find so many things that don't have meat in them. And I was like, could we please go to some more shops? But he's like, no, we have a really packed day for the tour. We've got so many places to go, so we can't spend too much time in the street food area. So there are so many things I didn't get to see. So I really want to go back there and yeah, eat more of those. I would love to do a video like focusing just on the street food in Kamakura because it was so good, you guys. It was so good. Yeah, it was such a nice little street. Honestly, I could make a really nice video just on that little street. I'm gonna bring some of my friends there. I can't believe I've been to Kamakura, but I swear when I went there with my high school on my first trip to Japan, I think we just went to the Buddha. And like honestly, that was the worst part of the whole area. Like, sorry, Buddha, but like it's just I don't know why everyone makes such a big deal about it. The temple we went to was absolutely beautiful. It was so cool. I didn't show it all in the video, but that whole temple area was so nice. And then the street food was obviously amazing. That whole street just felt really traditional and cool. So those are my two favorite parts. Even the beach was awesome. Yeah, we totally missed that in high school. Don't know who planned that day out, but Kamakura is really good. So if you guys come to Japan, go there. That's definitely up on my list of like recommendations to tell people to visit now. And it's pretty close to Tokyo. I think it only took 35 minutes or so. Am I remembering correctly? Maybe 40 minutes to get from Tokyo to Kamakura. Yeah. Let me just check my messages and see if those onsen people replied. Oh. I'm so worried about the rain. It's gonna be such a shit video if I have to film it all in the rain. Nobody wants to sit on a rope car in the rain for hours. No, they didn't reply. Oh, God damn. It's gonna be horrible. Help. So this morning I woke up early and I've been jotting out my Vlogmas days. I'm trying to plan out each day to like a T, so I don't need to worry about it. But it's so hard. I don't know what days I'm gonna want to film each thing. I've got a list of stuff, and I feel like I've got maybe 16 or so video ideas so far out of the 25 that I need. But I've only planned out like the first 4 days so far. So for December 1st, I'll be going to Aomori, to an onsen in Aomori with my friends. It's my favorite Japanese hotel that I've ever been to. I've been there before to make a video, maybe like 2 years ago. Don't know if you guys have seen it. That was on, God, what channel did I put that on? It might have been on my other channel. But it's a really cool onsen hotel up in Aomori, and they just had an amazing buffet. Just like the best buffet I've ever had. So I'm gonna go back there. That is gonna be Vlogmas number 1. We're gonna start it up there in Aomori. It's gonna be freezing. Aomori is a lot more north than I am now. And then the next day, I'm gonna go all the way down to Tokyo to meet Nicole, who I haven't seen. I don't know when the last time I saw her was. I feel like it must have been at least a year ago. I can't remember. It's way too long. We talk like online every day, so it's hard to remember when I actually saw her in person. But I'm gonna go meet Nicole, and we're gonna check out the new Pokemon Center. They just opened a new one in Shibuya a couple days ago, I think. I'm pretty sure it's like super brand new because everybody's been talking about it on Twitter. It's in Shibuya, which is like one of my least favorite areas of Tokyo, unfortunately. But we're gonna go check it out. It's in a completely new shopping center. They have the Pokemon Center in there now. They have the new Nintendo store that has been so crowded that people have to like go there at 5 a.m. in the morning and sign up for like a reservation so they can come back later in the day to get in. Like, it's crazy. It's just a store that sells merchandise, but people are freaking out about it. So I don't think I'll be able to get into the Nintendo store on the 2nd, unfortunately, because it's just crazy and there's no way I'm going there at 5 a.m. to get a ticket. I'll just wait until it like chills down a bit. But yeah, we're gonna go to the Pokemon store. Nicole has some event that she's going to in Tokyo. I can't join her because I don't have tickets to it. So she's gonna go do that, and I'll wait for her in a cafe or something. Then we'll go to the Pokemon Center, and then we'll go back to her house. Yes, Nicole, and with the kitty, Diane. I think she's doing as well as she can be. She's on her medication to like make sure that the disease doesn't progress too much. I don't think she's in much pain. She seems to be doing pretty good. So yeah, pretty positive news for her little kitty, Miko. Miko's her name. We're gonna go back to Nicole's house that night, sleep at her house. And then the following day, I'm going to be going out with my friend that lives in that town, this older Japanese lady. She was like one of my closest friends. I don't know if I should call her a friend. She was more like a mom to me when I was, Nicole lives in the area that I lived in for like 6 years when I was going to university. So I've got lots of friends down there. But yeah, this lady was so nice. She used to always come over to my house and bring me food. And every time she went to Tokyo, she'd buy like a souvenir for me, like some sweets or something, and she'd bring it to my house. She's just so kind. And she took me to the airport when I was flying back to Canada or something. She's like the sweetest old lady. And I just found out she had cancer. So that is why I planned this trip to go down to Tokyo to see Nicole, because I really want to visit her. And I haven't seen her in, it must be like 2 years now. And I was so sad to find out that she had been in the hospital. She's out now. Apparently she had surgery. I didn't ask her too many questions about it because I didn't know if she wanted to talk about it or not. But she was in the hospital. She had surgery and she's out now, and we're gonna go out for dinner. So that's good. I guess she's feeling okay. So yeah, I'll get to see her on the next day, and then I'll be coming back to Morioka. And what else do I have planned for that week? Oh yeah, so on Instagram, this eyelash company messaged me. This eyelash salon here in Morioka, and they were like, hey, we got a model. I don't know how they found me. I think it's because I went to a hair salon recently and I got my hair cut and the stylist posted my picture. So maybe the eyelash salon was following them. I don't know, but they messaged me and said they want me to be their model for an eyelash perm. So I'm gonna go get an eyelash perm when I come back here to Morioka. And they were really cool about me filming it. Hey, Mike, good morning. Where is that? I don't know where that is. I have absolutely no idea. So yeah, I'll be going to the eyelash salon for the next day of Vlogmas. And they also do eyebrow extensions, which I'm very curious about. I think they actually like glue hairs onto your eyebrows to make them look fuller. Oh, next to Tachikawa. Oh, no way. I've got friends there. That's a really nice area. I love it there. I might do eyebrow extensions one day. Could be cool. Interesting, at least. Someone who works there could be a subscriber. I don't think so. I don't have very many Japanese viewers anymore because I don't put Japanese subtitles on my videos anymore. I do have probably about maybe 7 to 8% of my audience is Japanese. The ones that watch it to learn English or ones that speak English, obviously. But before it used to be like 30-40% Japanese when I was putting subtitles on, but I don't have time for that anymore. That was a lot of work. Eyelash extensions are so good. I love them. I was addicted to them. When I don't have them, I really miss how they look because my natural eyelashes are so straight. Like you can't even see them. I curled them this morning. Well, then they just don't stay curled. So I'm really excited for this eyelash perm. They're going to curl them and they're going to stay like that, supposedly. So I'll be very happy if they stay curled. Oh, God. Sorry. Shaking you. Yeah, so that's the plan for the first 4 days of Vlogmas. And then I'll be up here in Morioka for probably another 3 or so days after that. I'm trying to see if Mark is up for hanging out. He has been really busy with work recently, so I haven't seen him in like a month or so. No, it's probably been longer. He had to delete his YouTube channel. I haven't checked, but yesterday when I was talking to him, I asked him if he was up for vlogging with me for Vlogmas. He told me he deleted his YouTube channel because all the kids at his school, he teaches English, all the kids at his school were bugging him about it. And everybody at work found out about it. And he said it just became this big ordeal. So his plan is to make a new account and not name it Mark. I think he had his name in the last channel, so all the kids found it really easily or something. I don't know how they came across it in the first place. But now he's gonna make a new channel and not put his name in it. And just hope they don't find it. But the problem is I'm guessing that some of these kids also subscribe to me because, I've made videos with Mark on his channel, right? So he's going to be in my Vlogmas and they're just going to find his new channel. I just don't think he could escape it, really. It's such a shame, though, because he had like a couple thousand subscribers on his channel. I don't know why it bothers him so much, but maybe the staff at work were giving him a bad time too. They're kind of weird about stuff like that in Japan. Lots of companies kind of like restrict you from having an online presence. I guess just because they're worried that you'll do something offensive and then people will trace you back to where you work and it'll make the company look bad. So some of them are kind of weird about it. So that might have had something to do with it. But yeah, we can hang out because there's some places I want to go in Morioka and it would be nice to go with somebody. So hopefully he's up for chilling at least. And yeah, that's all I've got so far. And then I'm leaving for Canada on, I think, the 18th of December. So I'm going to like pre-film some videos. Like I'll have to film 2 videos in one day and get those all like scheduled and ready to go before I leave because I'm not going to film while I'm in Canada. I just want to chill with my family. I'm not there for that long this time. Some companies in America are getting like that as well. Really? It's silly because as long as you don't mention where you work, but I guess people are like really good at digging and finding info and it's causing lots of problems. That's a shame. Luckily, I don't work anywhere but YouTube, really. I just work for myself now. So I'm sorry about that. They're also checking out your social media before they hire interviews. Some of my friends have been asked to explain certain posts. Are you serious? Jeez. What kind of things do they like question you about? That would feel so weird for somebody to like go through my Twitter. People can get weird in a normal workplace. Yeah, I certainly don't miss that atmosphere. Yeah, it's a shame, Diane. I know our HR looks up your Facebook, Insta, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Do they? How do they even find it? I'm assuming that lots of people just use like some kind of online handle so that people can't find it. Kristen, lucky bags. Yeah, if I can order them online, I will get some because I'm not going to be here for New Year's. So I won't be here in Japan to buy them. But if I can manage to reserve some online, then I will get them. But you know what? I still have my lucky bags from last year because I did like a little sneak peek on my Patreon. I don't know if any of you guys were around for that. I'm sure a couple of you were. And I looked inside, and all the clothes were like sweaters and really like warm stuff for cold weather. But by the time I had like moved to Morioka and settled in and was ready to open my lucky bags that Mark had been storing at his house for me, it was like already starting to get warm here, and I didn't want to open them up and just have all these winter clothes that were going to sit in my closet all year. So I've just like been having them in my closet in the bags, and I haven't officially opened them yet. So I'll open those during Vlogmas. And then I'll finally have a winter wardrobe because I really don't have anything. I made like an online shopping purchase, different companies. I think they were British companies that I had never bought from before, and the sizes were just all over the place. Like, I swear, I might have ordered like 12 things in total, mostly sweaters, a couple skirts, a couple tops, and like only 3 of them fit me properly. It's just ridiculous. Some of the skirts look like they're for a 7-year-old. They're so tiny. I figured like UK sizes would be similar to America, so I'd be safe with like a medium because I feel like I'm a pretty average size. But like these skirts, you guys, it's just like I couldn't believe it. So yeah, I tried to get some winter clothing online because I don't have any luck with the shops here in Japan. Nothing fits me. But I didn't have any luck with that either. So hopefully there's something in those lucky bags that fits me okay, at least like a sweater or two. I got this one. This is actually supposed to be a dress, but like it barely covers my butt. So there's no way that I could wear this as a dress. So I'm just wearing it as a shirt now, but it's like weirdly long to be a shirt. So frustrating. Ugh. Going back home for Christmas in LA, but coming back for New Year's and lucky bags. Yeah, if you can make it back, that's like the best time to be in Japan. I feel they're just so much fun, and there's so many different ones to choose from. Like even if you're not into the clothing ones, even like the donut store it has lucky bags. The little home accessories stores do them. Those are kind of fun. Ones where she was drunk or advocating marijuana. Oh dear. Yeah. I can see those being a problem. Yeah, they think all girls here are like size 0. Oh, I couldn't believe how tiny the skirt was. Like, how was that a medium? It was really depressing. Min wears some of the lounge wear from Livian Rose. Oh, that's a really nice store. That place is kind of expensive. I've never been in there. I always kind of just like look in the window. It looks pretty, but I've never been in there. If I ever live or visit Japan for a while, I'm going to have to pack a bajillion clothes since I'm a bigger girl. Oh, seriously, like even if you're not like even if you're just an average size, it's just the way our bodies are built is very different than Japanese people. Like I ordered a house coat to use in my skincare video, and I got the large size. There was a medium and there was a large. And I was like, okay, it's a house coat. Like it's gonna be roomy and big, right? The sleeves are like this. They go down to like here. It's so stupid. And like I can't even close it. It doesn't even wrap around me. It's a house coat. Like I thought it would be baggy. Oh, it's so frustrating getting clothes here. When I'm back in Canada, I'm going to stock up on clothes. I'm going to get like the staples that I can wear throughout the years, like a nice pair of jeans, a nice hoodie, and I'll be good. Yeah, it's a shame. Like I can't even wear it. I'm gonna have to just donate it. It's ridiculous. I can't even. It doesn't close. Like the two sides barely meet up, and the bottom is just like hangs open. Like it's ridiculous. A friend bought a jacket from the Philippines for me. I'm a medium here, maybe large, but there it was like XXXL. Yeah, right. Yeah, honestly. Oh, Yokota. That's a base. Yeah, it's an air base. Oh, you're so lucky, Mike. That is what I need. I need a friend on an American airbase close to me where I can go shopping. And don't they also have like American food, like restaurants and stores and stuff there as well, like food stores? I've heard that it's basically like going into America when you cross into the airbase. It's so cool. Uniqlo does have sizes, but Uniqlo is so like blit. I don't I really don't like their clothes. I went in there the other day and they did have a couple things that might be all right, but I feel like the shape of them is always just kind of like I don't know, just like not very flattering, just like a little baggy and just kind of like I don't know, nothing really fits nicely. Like it fits size-wise, but it's never really flattering. Might be able to find a sweater or so. That used to be the only place I could get jeans in Japan. Their largest size of jeans fit me. But I realized that there is an American Eagle in Harajuku, and that's where I get my jeans now. Base layer is like a tank top or something. I could get that from there, but that's really all that I use Uniqlo for. I made an online order also when I was trying to get my new winter wardrobe together. I bought 2 skirts and a cardigan. The cardigan's okay. Again, it's not very flattering. It's kind of like round. I feel like all the upper body clothes are very round and not. I prefer like a long, slim silhouette on top, but in Japan, they often have like a really round, poofy upper body look. I don't know why. They like to look like bigger, I guess, because they're small, makes them look curvier. I don't know. Doesn't really look good on me. It's a nice cardigan. It's warm. I can wear it around the house maybe, but it's not the cutest. And then I bought 2 sweater skirts. They're like knitted sweater skirts, and they look okay, but I'm having trouble finding something to wear them with. One of them is navy. It's like a navy sweater skirt. What would you wear that with? I thought it was black. It looked black in the pictures that I got it. It was navy. Gosh, shit. I don't have anything that matches this. So I don't know what to wear it with. Oh, updates on the cats. So they went for their final appointment. It was originally scheduled for I think November 16th or something. I posted about it on the Discord. That was going to be their last appointment, but then he went to take them and the traffic was so bad, and it's like it's about like if there was no traffic, the vet is maybe about a 30-minute taxi ride away from the house, but because the traffic was so bad, it was looking like it would be over an hour in the taxi, and he didn't want to put them through that because the cats hate being in the car. They hate it so much. They get so scared. I don't know why. They've been in the car so many times now and nothing ever happens, but they hate it. So he didn't want to put them through that. So he canceled that appointment. And then they ended up going on the 21st or something. I forget the day now. Whenever I posted, did I post that on Patreon or just on Discord? But that was their final appointment. So if the blood tests from that appointment come back okay, then from the date they had those blood tests, 6 months has to pass, and then they can enter Japan. So November, what will that be? So I guess the end of May. If the tests come back okay, then the end of May they can enter Japan. It's such a long wait. It's horrible. And I don't know when the tests are going to come back. I think it takes at least a month. So just sitting here waiting to hear, but hopefully they're okay, because I don't even know what happens if they're not okay. So what the tests are checking for is that their blood has built up the necessary, what's the word I want? Antibodies to protect them from rabies. And they've had 2 rabies shots. Japan wants them to get 2 rabies shots, which is ridiculous. Like, one is already plenty and unnecessary because they don't go outside. There's no way they're going to catch rabies. But they had to get 2 rabies shots. So if for some weird reason that isn't enough for their bodies to build up the antibodies, I don't know what's going to happen because I don't want to give them another shot. I have no idea what to do. So just fingers crossed that comes back okay. I'll let you guys know. Yeah, so that's the update on the cats. Just waiting forever, but they look really good. He takes really good care of them, so I'm not worried about them at all. They look really happy and healthy every time he sends me pictures of them, so that's good. But unfortunately, I have to wait until probably next summer until I can bring anyone over. No, actually, the vet speaks English, and he's been doing all the paperwork in English. I'm not quite sure if Japan is gonna require me to translate it into Japanese. If so, I could just hire somebody to do it officially. I don't think they would let me do it myself. I'd probably have to hire somebody. But yeah, luckily the vet speaks English, so that's good. I can talk to him in English, and he's been doing everything in English. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. But this vet that I go to in Seoul, he specializes in bringing cats overseas. He's actually the vet that did Simon and Martina's pets. I messaged Martina when we decided to break up, and I was like, I might need to bring my pets over to Japan, help. And she recommended this vet, and I'm so glad that she did because yeah, he's been really great. Yeah. Can tell you're just like pissed off with it now. I am. I'm sick of waiting. It's like it's just so unnecessary. Like, couldn't they just test the cats for rabies, see they don't have it, and then let them into the country? Like, this all just seems so unnecessary. Yeah, so he's met memers, and he got them both prepared to come to Japan. What Simon and Martina did was they started the pets on their process, and then they moved to Japan. And the pets stayed with their friends for the 6-month waiting process. So they had someone to take care of them, luckily. Yeah, it's so stupid, isn't it? Like, it's all so silly. I'm so pissed off. I hate having to give them unnecessary vaccinations. I just feel like it's not good for them. So I'm pretty pissed off with this whole situation, but what can you do? You can't argue with the rules, right? So tomorrow, they don't require anything to go into Canada. I could pack them up and bring them to Canada right now if I wanted to. But Japan is super strict because technically they're rabies free, even though they're not. Animals have rabies here in Japan. There's been cases of people getting bit by bats here and contracting the rabies virus. So they're not rabies free, but like on paper, Japan is known as rabies free. So that's why they have all these really strict rules for bringing pets in. Yeah, right, Dad. If they can make it into Japan, they can travel anywhere. If I need to go anywhere, they will be fine to go. They don't need to be regularly vaccinated. They've had their booster shots and stuff like that, but nobody requires them to be regularly vaccinated or anything. It's really just entering Japan that requires all this stuff. Alberta's rat free. As if. Do they really? They require you to vaccinate them. Is this for rabies? I've heard that for dogs, they require rabies vaccination. I guess that kind of makes sense because you got to walk your dogs outside and they could bite somebody. Like, that kind of makes sense. For cats, it just seems so silly for indoor cats. Yeah, it's pretty depressing that I couldn't bring them to Japan with me, but like, what can I do? I can't do anything. I just need to put up with it. Wow, really? Whoa, I didn't know that. That's crazy. Yeah, no, it's not like that here. They just suggest when you go to the vet for their checkup, they'll be like, "Oh, you haven't had vaccinations this year. Do you want a booster shot?" They'll suggest it, but you don't need to. Most zombie movies. Yeah. I think in Canada they don't require it as well. I guess that's just an American thing. Get a hamster. I don't want another hamster. It's so sad when they die. They only last a couple years. I was lucky with my other one. I ended up giving it away to someone because I moved into an apartment that wouldn't let me have a pet. So I gave it away to my friend's boyfriend, and he took care of it for the last year of its life. So I didn't have to be outside when it died. Do you guys remember my old hamster? What was his name? Poo Poo. Yeah. Poo Poo the hamster. Yeah. She lasted 2 years or so. Bummer. But those little hamsters, those little dwarf hamsters, they usually only live for like a year or two. I have a dog here. Have to get shots for him annually. Brought him from the States. Really? Do they force you to get shots for him? Oh, weird. Maybe it's a dog thing. I don't know about dogs at all. My bunny's pretty low maintenance. Never have to go to the vet, even though she's 7 years old. Bunnies are great. I used to have, how many bunnies did we have? We must have had like 14. So we bought a pair of rabbits, and the pet store was sure that they were two girls. Well, they weren't, because one of them got pregnant and had lots of babies, and then we ended up with like 14 rabbits. And my parents had to convert like half of the backyard into this rabbit pen so that we could take care of our new like army of rabbits. And they kept digging into the ground and building tunnels that went under our fence so they could escape, and they would always just be like running around the neighborhood. Oh, it was such a shit show. They were really cute though. Koi as pets. Only if they have like an outdoor pond or something. That would be the only time you'd see someone keeping koi at home. Mostly you only see them in public parks and like temples and stuff like that. Yeah, Victoria is really pretty decent in the winter. It barely goes below 0. Rabbits, they're such brats, Hannah. Oh my God. They were insane. And then one day a dog broke into our yard and he like tore apart my favorite rabbit, like ripped open her like abdomen, and her guts were like outside of her, but she wasn't dead. So we like put her in the car and brought her to the vet, and they performed like emergency surgery on her. And I used all of my savings to pay for her surgery, and the surgery went fine. And she got an infection or something and didn't heal properly, and then she died like a month later. It was horrible. I hate dogs. And then another dog came into our yard and chased one of our rabbits down a hole, one of the rabbit holes, and she just never came out. So I just like spent the next couple weeks like digging in the hole looking for her. Don't know what happened. Don't know if she escaped out the other side or what. But yeah, we had lots of issues with our rabbits. Lots of stress. My female zebra finch was laying an egg and it broke, and she had a oh no. Oh my God, that's horrible, Anthony, but you saved her. That's great. Good for you. Wow, I never had any problems like that with my zebra finches. They laid eggs all the time. I guess we were really lucky. What do you do with the eggs? Do you let them hatch and have babies all the time? Or our finches like to eat their own eggs, so when they would have eggs, we would crack them and they would eat them. Aw, I'm glad that she was okay. That's horrible. That must have been so scary. Oh no, your cat ate a rabbit? Oh, that's horrible. My cats have never done that. They would bring me, these are my cats in Canada, obviously, because Mara and Luna are indoor cats, but my cats in Canada used to like bring me rats from outside. They would always still be alive. They'd bring it inside and just like plop it in the kitchen, and then it would just run around the house. My mom would scream. You just throw them away. You should feed them to them. They like eating them. I think the shell is healthy for them because it's got calcium in it. Just like crack it up. You can even fry and make like scrambled eggs for them. I used to do that. They loved it. They loved eating the scrambled eggs. Aww. Is she doing okay now? Does she seem healthy and all right? My old cat put a rabbit head under the dining room table. Fuck's sakes. These are horrible stories. How did we get on this topic? Oh, why did it have a head? How did it bite that off? Jesus Christ. Oh, I was supposed to tell you guys about my camping trip. Yeah, so I got back from a camping trip. It seems kind of crazy to go camping in the winter. I went like the middle of November for 3 days down to southern Japan, Kyushu Island, Oita Prefecture. And it was warm. It basically felt like a Canadian summer. It was crazy. It was like 22 degrees. Like the weather was so hot that we went for a little hike around the area in the woods, and I couldn't wear like anything other than a t-shirt. Like I was sweating like crazy. I did not expect it to be that warm. And the guys at the campsite were swimming in the river. I didn't do that. It was still a little bit chilly for that. But yeah, it was really cool. I arrived there in the evening, had a bit of a mishap with the train. I thought that I was going to be able to catch an earlier train, but I got there. My bus arrived a little bit late and I missed my train. And because the campsite was like in the middle of nowhere in a forest in the countryside, the train going out there came like every 4 hours. So I ended up just missing my train and having to wait at the station for the next one for like 4 hours. But then I finally got at the campsite, but by that time it was a little too late to do any of the activities we had planned. But the staff were so cool. They brought me into their little kitchen area, and normally you can make reservations for your group of friends that's staying at the campsite to use the kitchen area, and you can order like barbecue ingredients and you can do your own little grill thing at the table. But because I was alone, all the staff just sat with me and had dinner with me. It was so fun. We did a little barbecue at the table with like all the local ingredients, and oh my god, they were growing their own shiitake mushrooms at the campsite. It was so neat. They had all these logs, and apparently they just like plant the fungus or whatever inside the logs, and then shiitake mushrooms start to grow from them. Oh, it was so cool. But yeah, the staff was just the best. You'll see them in the videos because they were even okay with being in my video. I was so happy about that. They were so chill. One of the guys was from, where was he from? Was it Vancouver? He was Canadian. He was half Canadian, half Japanese. So that was really neat. So he spoke English, and he's in the video a lot. And yeah, so the first night we had dinner. It was pretty late, so they just showed me to my room, and I stayed in this really cool tree house. It was like you walk, it's not in an actual tree, but it's shaped like a tree. It's like a little dome. You walk upstairs, and then you get in through a little hatch, and then it's like pretty small room. It's not too big. You can really only fit one, maybe a couple in there. I was worried it was going to be really cold at nighttime because even though it was 22 degrees in the afternoon, it went down to like 3 or 4 degrees in the evenings, but the little treehouse actually had a heater, a little air con, and it was super comfy. It was really nice in there. It was really modern looking, and there was a little futon. So yeah, I stayed in the treehouse, and then the next morning, because I had gotten there so late the previous day and we couldn't do any of our activities that I had planned to do, the second day we just crammed everything in. So it was like, you'll see in the video, but we did so many things. The second day we got up at like 7 a.m. I was just like a zombie. Everybody else, I guess they're on like campground time, so they're used to getting up super early in the morning. Everybody was fully awake, but I was like I was a bit sleepy, a bit sleepy in the video, but they were so cool and they showed me around the area. They were like really excited that I was down there and they really wanted to show me their area and show it off because there are so many cool spots in this random town in the middle of nowhere in southern Japan, that's not known at all. Like nobody knows about this place, but there's so many cool spots that it should be like a really famous tourist destination. So the staff were like, "Oh yeah, somebody's finally come down here. Let me show you around." So they showed me all these really cool places, like these waterfalls and an underwater cave. And where else did we go? We went to this really beautiful park. It was perfect timing because the maple leaves were changing color. We had a bento in the park. Then they took me to this cool temple at nighttime. I posted it on Twitter. They light it up at nighttime and all the maple trees are like glowing and you can walk around the temple at nighttime. That was really cool. What else did we do? We went to the local Michino Eki and I got some local foods. And oh yeah, and I got a tour of a sake brewery. And I've done several sake brewery tours before for like sponsored videos and stuff. And usually it's like pretty boring. You'll just like walk through the brewery. They'll be like, yep, those are the bins with the sake in them, making sake in there. And we'll go to the store and sake, and that's about it. But this guy went into so much detail and he showed us like every step of the process, and he let us like taste some of the koji that they were making. It's like it's actually like moldy, like rice mold that goes into the sake to start the fermentation process, blah blah blah. But yeah, we got to taste that, which sounds really gross, but it was actually really sweet and good. And he let me like peek into the bins where the sake was don't know what the process is brewing away, and we got to see the different steps and how it changed. Like every couple days it would look different. Like it was really bubbly one day and then it started to, like the chunks of the rice started to get eaten away by the bacteria and it would smooth out after a couple days. Anyways, it was really cool. This guy like went into lots of detail and it was really interesting to see. So I got a tour of the local brewery and we ate some like sweets and drank some sake. And yeah, I can't remember what else we did, but you guys will see the videos. I made 2. I was gonna put it into 1, but when I edited it all, it came out to like 22 minutes. And I thought that was a bit long, so I split it up into 2 instead. Pee in the bins. No, we did not pee in the bins. The Birth of Sake. No, I haven't. Is it good? Oh, cool. I will check that out. Oh, Diane watched it too. Oh, I've never heard of it. I love how all of you guys have watched this sake documentary, but I haven't seen it. Yeah, Adam, there's so many cool places like down in southern Japan that people don't know about. Like this place that I went to, like nobody's heard of it. The city, let me type out the name so you guys can like look it up if you want. It's called Bungo Ono. It doesn't even sound like Japanese. That's the name of the area that the campsite is in. And there's just so many cool things there. I can't wait for the videos to come out. I hope everyone likes them. Oh, and we went boating along the river. There was a river right beside our campsite, and we took little like blow up boats out on the river. That was fun. Birth of Sake. I will check that out. I always like to learn a little bit more about sake because every time I do like a sponsored video for the government or something and they're like showing off a certain area of Japan, they want me to promote it, there's always a sake brewery and I don't know much about it, so there's like not much I can say other than this tastes good. No fishing. No, there were some little fish in the river. No one was fishing though. I don't know if they're like just too little to eat or not, but yeah. Am I getting sick or getting over getting sick? Yeah, I'm getting over getting sick. I actually caught a cold while I was up camping and it's slowly going away, but it's taking forever. Yeah, saw the waterfalls, Diane. They'll be in the video. Did you see the bridge that was there? There's this really cool, is it a suspension bridge? Yeah, I guess that's called a suspension bridge. When you walk on it, like moves a lot, and that half Japanese guy that I was telling you about, he was like jumping on it to make it shake, and it was terrifying. But yeah, there's a really cool bridge there, and the waterfalls were awesome. It's called like the Niagara of Japan. It's like a mini Niagara. They're in this round area. It's really pretty. You'll see it in the video. I sent it to the campsite, and I'm getting their okay to post it, because there's lots of the stuff in the video, so I'm making sure they're okay with how they're portrayed in the video, and then I'll post them during Vlogmas, I guess, at some point. So that's kind of cool. Two like pre-recorded videos for Vlogmas. That's good. Saves me a couple days. How did Judy Falls? Yeah, that's the one. See if you can find a picture of the bridge, Diane. It's really cool. Yeah, seriously, Kristen. When we got on the bridge, he's like, "Are you okay with bridges?" I'm like, "Yeah, bridges are fine. I don't really like heights, but I'm usually okay with bridges." And he's like, "Even if they shake?" And he like started jumping on it. Oh, it's horrible. And then he sat on the edge of it. It was terrifying. Oh, I don't know how people do that. I hope you like the videos, Adam. I'm so worried about Vlogmas. I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to keep it interesting enough. It's hard when it's just like me by myself at home. I'm not used to that. Like when I've done Vlogmas in previous years, obviously, I was living with somebody, I had my cats. It was like easy to keep things interesting, but now it's like just me, and I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to find interesting things to vlog about. But I have been getting some comments recently from people saying that they miss like just chill at home videos. So hopefully they're okay with that. Aw, thank you, Evan. I appreciate that. Oh, hey, how was it meeting Norm? You met Norm, didn't you? How did that go? Did lots of people show up to his meetup? Aw, thank you, Adam. 12 days of Christmas. That would be amazing, Diane. But I feel like people would be like, "You told me you were doing Vlogmas. Vlogmas is every day in December." I'm just gonna do the best that I can and see how it goes. I might have to stop it a little early and say that I'm heading to Canada. Unfortunately, I gotta wrap up early, but I'm gonna do my best to get a video out every day until I leave. I can do it. 19 people showed up. No way. Wow. That's great. Did you have fun? How far did you have to travel to go see him? For you guys that don't know, my friend Norm is back in Canada at the moment, and he just had a meetup did he do it in Toronto? And Evan made it down there to see him. Oh, did you meet his brothers? Have I met his brother? I've met Norm's parents. I can't remember if I met his brother. I've definitely seen him in videos, but yeah. I start a new trend, influencers around the world. Well, thank you. Yeah, seriously. I don't know. I like the challenge of Vlogmas though, because it's like all throughout the year. I don't have a set video schedule, so it's always like just been up to me. I can just post a video whatever I feel like it. And it's really chill. So I kind of like the pressure of having to do it every day in December. It's like, I don't know. It's stressful as fuck, and it's so tiring because I vlog and then I have to edit, and that's a couple hours, and then I have to upload. So usually takes about an hour and a half for the video to upload onto YouTube, and then you have to wait for YouTube to process it before it can be posted, and then I got to do like the thumbnail and the description box and all that stuff. So by the time I finish, it's usually after midnight, and then I can finally post it, and then it starts all over again the next day, and it's just like, oh god, this is hell. Why am I putting myself through this? But it's fun because what I really like about it is that I can talk to everybody in the comments like every day. So somebody can suggest something, and then the next day I can do it, and then I can see their response the next day. This is really fun having that like constant back and forth with everybody. And oh, did I mention that Charlotte Tilbury, it's this like really high-end nice makeup brand in the UK. I have a friend that works for them, and she got me a big box of their makeup to do a giveaway for Vlogmas. It's so cool because their stuff is really expensive. So I'm really excited about it. And I hope somebody that wins it is like as much in love with their cosmetics as I am, because my friend gave me some of their stuff to try out, and it's just so pretty. I feel like they have really universally flattering colors. Like, they're very simple. Their stuff is like, their eyeshadows are a little out there. You'll see the eyeshadow palette that I'm giving away. It's a little out there, but they do have some more natural palettes. But like their blushes and their foundations are really nice as well. And yeah, I've just really been loving their stuff. And it was really cool of them to prepare this like huge box of things for me to give away. So I'm going to do that in one of my videos. I guess I'll do like my current makeup routine. Yeah, Pillow Talk. Pillow Talk is the series that I use. I've got the lipstick on right now. And I've got the Pillow Talk eye palette as well. Should be fun. Oh, thanks, Barbara. I hope you enjoy it. I hope I do a good job with Vlogmas this year. I've created my intro. Oh, so I mentioned somewhere, I think it was on Discord, that I was trying to create this animated intro for Vlogmas. It was going to be really good. It was going to be like this 3D animation of like this Christmassy background with like holly, and then it had like 3 sections where I could drop in videos. So I was going to do like in the intro of each video, I was going to do a little preview of that episode and have 3 clips from the episode and the intro, and it would like go like this and say Vlogmas with this 3D text. And it was so cool. And then I couldn't get it to work on my laptop. And my laptop was really old. Like, I hadn't upgraded my laptop in about 5 years. So I figured, okay, it's not working because my laptop is old and shit, and I should probably upgrade it. So I purchased a brand new MacBook, and then I go to do my intro, and it doesn't work on this one either. So the problem was not my computer. Apparently it's just, I don't know, just a really heavy, slow animation, and it didn't work. So now I just have a very plain text intro. It's kind of lame. It's definitely not what I had been imagining my Vlogmas intro was going to be like this year, but I'm going to use a jazzy Silent Night song as the intro. And I made a cute little outro. I'm happier with the outro than I am the intro. But yeah, I'm so bummed. I'm so bummed about it. I was so excited. Like, if the animation thing doesn't work on a brand new MacBook, what the hell would it work on? Like, it has really good stats. I don't understand. Like, it's not, it's not super important to have a nice intro, but like, I don't know, I kind of look forward to making it because I like branding Vlogmas every year and making a cute little outro and a cute little intro. And you have to watch it every day for like 25 days. You want it to be fun. But yeah, I don't know, but I've got the program I use is Final Cut Pro 10, and it's fully updated and everything. Shouldn't be any problem with it, but unfortunately I don't know anything. I'm not that good with Macs. I never used a Mac until I started YouTube. I only started using it so that I could use Final Cut Pro for editing, so don't know much about it. Don't really have any friends that do either. So we're stuck with the lame intro, but it will have to do. Do I have anything uploaded that I could show you guys? Let me think. Okay. No, I don't. Darn, I was going to show it to you, but you'll see it very soon. What's the date today? It's like the 24th. 1 week till Vlogmas starts. Then you guys will see it. Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's it really. That's my plans. Oh, my friend Quinlan is going to be in some of my Vlogmas videos, so that was nice of him. I'm glad I have a couple friends up here that are willing to be in my videos. It's really sweet. And he's just starting to really get into YouTube. He has his own channel. You guys might have seen him in my hiking video. He does lots of like outdoor hiking types of videos, but he wants to get more into doing like food and other topics that we'll probably do a little better on YouTube. So he's planning a day where we go out to a restaurant, and he wants me to teach him how to vlog inside at a restaurant. It's so funny because like I've never really thought about it, but he's really like nervous about it, and he can't figure out how to vlog inside a restaurant on his own, so he wants my help. So he's booked us a really nice Italian restaurant. for a day in December, and I'm gonna teach him how to vlog inside a restaurant. So I guess that'll be one episode. Not sure what I'll call that one. I always struggle with the titles for Vlogmas because most of the time I'm just doing random things and I don't know what to title it. But oh yeah, he's so knowledgeable, Anthony. It's impressive. I think for his job he does lots of tours in the area, so he knows a lot about the history and the locations so that he can explain them really well. It's really good for YouTube. He's definitely got the right idea with making a channel about the outdoors here because he's such a pro. Do I ever get really tired of carrying a camera and documenting your life? Do you just take days off completely? Yeah, I do. Not often though, because like honestly, the only time that I really take off is when I go like to visit family or something, because when I'm in Japan and I go somewhere cool, like say I go to a hotel with my friends, like an onsen or something, I'm always thinking like, oh, this would make such a good video. And then I feel really like I'm wasting the opportunity if I don't film it. So I can't like properly relax if I'm not filming. But luckily, you know, most of my friends are also vloggers. So I feel like it doesn't really take away from the experience because we're usually all making our own videos and it's kind of fun to do it together. I think it would be different if my friends didn't have channels and I was the only one filming. It would just kind of get in the way. But yeah, most of the people I hang out with have their own YouTube channels. So we'll usually be making videos together and it doesn't really, I feel like I can still have fun and still enjoy hanging out with them if I'm making a video. But before, like back in the old days where my friends didn't do YouTube and I always felt like, yeah, it was kind of lame that I'd always be making a video. And I felt like I couldn't enjoy things as much. But yeah, I'm lucky now that I have a really good community of friends that are all into YouTube. And yeah, I'll have a nice break with my family soon. So that's good. Teach us how to vlog in a restaurant for Vlogmas video. It is awkward if it's just you. I'm still not good at vlogging when I'm alone, but as long as I have a friend with me, I don't feel awkward at all. I don't know why. It's so silly. Like, why does that make a difference? As long as somebody's with me, I'm okay. Like, if I were to go to the grocery store right now and like whip out my camera and start doing a tour, if I was by myself, I would feel really like shy and awkward about it. But like if I brought a friend with me, I would be okay. I don't know. It's silly. I shouldn't worry, really. I'll look like a tourist. It's not a big deal. That's why I'm so bad at keeping up with videos. I don't even think to pull up my camera and film the interesting things because I'm too preoccupied by the thing in question. You'll get used to it. It'll come with time. Eventually you'll turn into me and you'll be like, oh, I gotta film this. It'll be a waste if I don't film this. I used to be like that though. I remember the first time I had to vlog out in public because a TV show, well, this pissed me off so much. So this TV show contacted me and they're like, hi, we want you to film your everyday life for 7 days, everything you do from the morning to the evening. And we're going to feature it on our TV show, this Japanese TV show. And I was like, oh, cool. So I did it. This was the first time that I would like film out in public. Until then, I had been in my room making videos. And I had to go by myself because it was like my daily life for 7 days. And at the time I was just a university student. So I would take the camera with me like on my way to school. I'd vlog at school a little bit, vlog at the grocery store. And I like struggled through this first 7 days of ever filming out in public. And then they didn't even use my footage. They didn't include it in the show. I was so pissed off. I don't know if that video is still on YouTube. Let me check. I turned one of the vlogging days into a video. God, I don't even know what it's called. It was probably just like day in my life in Japan. It was probably like the first one I ever made. It's not coming up. I wonder if I might have made it private. Bah. Can't find it. It was so old though. Maybe it's like way at the bottom somewhere. But my first ever like day in my life in Japan video, I was doing that because I was forced to do it for TV. Yeah, my followers are really nice. I'm super lucky. I feel like I have a really good community, but to be fair, I do block a lot of people. If somebody ever says like anything rude to somebody in the comments, I'll block them right away. So I feel like I've kind of filtered out the assholes. So I give the illusion that I have 100% really nice subscribers, but there were definitely some assholes in there that got filtered out. Oh, thank you, Kristen. Yeah, it'll be nice to see my family. I can't wait. My sister got new cats. She surprised me with that the other day. She got 2 new cats. So we'll have some new cats in our family that I can meet. Kind of stoked about that. Yeah, that's true, Diane. It's like it's way more common now that when you see somebody filming themselves, it's just like, oh, they have a YouTube channel. It's not a really big deal. But I remember a couple years back in Canada, it was like one of the first times I was filming outside on the streets, and I was really surprised at the number of stores that wouldn't let me film inside. I went to my favorite tea shop and they were like, no filming in here. What? I thought that was a Japanese thing. I thought in Canada everyone would be really chill about it. That was a few years ago now. So maybe now that YouTube is more of a common job that people do, maybe they're more used to people coming in and vlogging. But yeah, I can't believe that. It was a shame. Holy crap, 750 class mark. That is crazy. I can't believe you've done that many yoga classes. Hot yoga, mind you, the hard one. I've done one hot yoga class. I will probably keep it at one for the rest of my life because I absolutely hated it. You're a trooper, Adam. I don't know how you do it. Oh, when I get back, when I get back from my trip, I am determined to join the gym again. I'm going to hide all my tattoos. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to apply for gym membership and going to get started at the gym again because I'm getting really frustrated not working out. Adam says it's a drug. Whoa, why am I blurry? Yeah, it is. It was really addictive when I was working out really regularly with Greg, going to the gym. It was so much fun. So when I get back from Canada, I promise you I'm going to sign up and I'm going to get back into that because I miss it. But they're definitely not going to be okay with my tattoos. So I'm going to have to make sure I cover them up well this time when I go to sign up. Really? You can't film anywhere there? Have you tried and people would tell you to stop? Or like, are there signs up telling you you can't film? I can't believe that. That's so lame. I thought it would be fine in North America. My sister got adult cats. They're not old though. I think they're over a year old, so they're full grown. What happened with the cats was she found them at a shelter and somebody had brought them to a cat hotel, like a place that you bring your pets when you go on vacation to stay for a couple of days. Somebody had brought them to a cat hotel and then just left them there and never came to pick them up. And when the cat hotel called the owner, their phone had been disconnected. So these cats were just like abandoned at the hotel and their owner never came to get them and they ended up in a shelter. And then somehow my sister heard about them. I don't know how, but yeah, now they're at her house and they look super happy. They look like really comfortable. Some pictures. She's only had them for about a week now, but she sent me some pictures of them and they're like chilling in her lap and they're like lying on their backs. And when cats like lie on their backs, it means they're really comfortable. So they seem to really like their new home. I'm really happy about that. Well, clearly their first owners weren't very nice to just, they probably didn't care about them that much if they could just leave them at a hotel like that. So I'm sure they're much happier now. I have a membership that I pay $10 a month to, but don't go. Such a bad case of next week. I'll go. You need to get into it, Diane. You need to have a routine. That's what got me really into it. I would get up at 9 a.m. Greg would come over. We'd go to the gym 3 times a week. It's really good to have a friend to go with you. It really helps because they push you. Even when you're not in the mood, they really want to go. Oh, you're going to a cat cafe in Connecticut. Oh, I love it when they do them with sheltered cats. I wish they would do that here in Japan more often. It's really rare to find one that does that. Most of them just have pure breed cats because that's what people want to see here. But I really love the ones that do like homeless cats. They collect them off the streets. They like bring them back to health. They nurse them back to health, and they put them in the cat cafe. And then people can go there, and if they fall in love with one of the cats, they can adopt it and bring it home. I think that's such a good model. I really wish they had more like that here. You have been kicked out of many a store. No. Oh, it's such a shame. Yeah, yeah. If you vlog with your phone, that's all right. But like the quality just isn't the same. So I always try with my camera. I really want to do a supermarket tour here of my local supermarket, but supermarkets are so anal about it. Like they really hate you filming. If you guys follow Norm on YouTube, we recently did a tour of a supermarket in Japan, I think he called it. We were up in Aomori, and he was filming with his like really little camera. He had like a really little like GoPro. It was like this big. But the security guard found us and told us to stop. And then Norm was like, "Oh, I'm just filming a video for my mother. She really likes supermarkets. She wants to see what they're like in Japan." And the guy was like, "Oh, okay. Well, in that case, sure." Then he just kept filming. And it worked out fine. But like they really don't like you filming in supermarkets. I don't know why. They must have some weird reason behind it that we don't know about, but I really want to try filming in one. So I'll try and at least get some shots in my local supermarket. I want to do like a supermarket haul of what I usually buy at the grocery store. I think that would be fun. My mom like supermarkets. I know when he said that, I was like, oh my god, could you like just not have just stop it? Like I'm filming for my family. I think that's enough. You don't need to go into any more detail. It just sounds more and more fake as you go. But it worked. It worked, and that video did really well. People seem to really like supermarket tours. Oh, the Pixel camera is really good. It is, isn't it? But how is the sound? It's usually like the picture quality will be really nice, but then the sound on a phone is usually pretty crap compared to a camera. In Japan, use that grandma mom card. Exactly. Oh, my mom really wants to see what it's like in Japan. Yeah. Oh, God. Man, I hope my nose becomes unplugged soon. Gotta film that onsen video. Have they replied yet? Please reply. Please change the schedule. No, they haven't. It's doomed. I'm doomed. It's gonna be a very rainy video. The ropeway in the rain. Going tomorrow to a cat cafe in Calgary with my best friends and my daughter. The cafe brings in homeless cats and you can adopt them. Oh, that's perfect. Supported by the Meow Foundation. Oh, I've never heard of that. Oh, I'm so glad so many places are popping up like that. That's awesome. Do they call it a cat cafe, but like, do they serve drinks or anything there? I heard that the reason that there weren't any cat cafes in North America until recently is because, you know, like the health concerns with like having food and animals in the same situation. So do they just call it a cat cafe and then not serve drinks? Or I feel like you don't need the drinks. Nobody goes there for the drinks. They're just there to see the cats. Yeah, exactly. Oh, they do serve drinks and snacks. Wow. Oh, so they've separated it. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, that's fine. They should just do them like that. I should start a cat cafe in the future. I have not checked if I have. Well, I have had my sinuses checked before in Canada because my nose is like always plugged, and they just told me it was allergies. And then I did an allergy test, and they couldn't find anything. So I've just basically given up. I just constantly have a plugged nose. I think Chris is horribly allergic to cats, so that probably wouldn't work. But I could try and convince him to go to one with me. Yeah, you should do a comparison video. That would be really interesting. I love watching camera test videos to see how they compare. Does it have a separate area with no cats? Aw, how badly allergic are you? Like, what happens when you're around cats. I used to have I was dating a guy that was so allergic to them. Like he would come into the house in Canada. We had lots of cats. We had like 4 cats and there was cat hair everywhere, mind you. So it's probably like the worst environment ever for somebody with allergies. But like he would get like a rash all over his body. Like his face would just like break out in a rash. Oh no. So you're just as bad. Oh, it's a shame. If you take allergy medicine, does it prevent it at all or is it just hopeless? I haven't been to the ear cleaning place recently. I went to a friend of the ear cleaning place who had a different ear salon in Tokyo with Megan, Korea Megan, and we filmed 2 videos there. And I don't think Megan ever posted hers. Or she like I was waiting for her to post it so that we could post it at the same time, and she never posted it. And then it just got where it was awkward posting it because the video was so old and I was still wearing my rings and I didn't want comments about like, oh, you're wearing your rings again, are you back together? Because I knew I would get something like that if I posted it. So I never posted it. And then the lady like emailed me and she's like, hi, Charlotte, where's the video you said you were going to post? And I haven't replied because I don't know what to say. And now it's all awkward and I feel like I can't go back to the ear salon, but I really want to. So I don't know, maybe I'll just write her an email explaining why I didn't post it. I am planning on posting it finally when I do like looking back on this year, like including all the clips that I never posted to YouTube. I'm thinking of doing an episode of Vlogmas like that, where it's kind of like just a look back over the year of all my old clips. I figure that's one way that I can use all the old clips without people leaving stupid comments. Understand why I still have my rings on. Blur it. Oh god, that would just like cause more problems. So I'm gonna put it in there, and then maybe I'll email the lady and kind of explain why I didn't post it until then. But she only speaks Japanese. I'd have to explain it all in Japanese, and I don't know how to do it really. I don't know. So yeah, that's why I haven't been back to the ear salon. I would love to go because those videos do so well. You guys, those are like the best performing videos on my channel. They're so ridiculous. I just went there as like a funny thing one day and it became like this weird ear cleaning fetish on YouTube and people love them. I don't know. I enjoy it though. I like getting my ears cleaned. Feels great. And if people like watching it, then cool. So hopefully I can go back there one day. I love bringing my friends. It's really fun seeing their reaction to it for the first time. It was so fun bringing Craig and Megan. I would love to bring more friends there. Yeah, anyways, I better go, guys. We better wrap up. I have so much to do today because I'm leaving tomorrow on that trip and I need to talk to them and organize the schedule so that I'm not out in the rain for the whole video because that would suck. But thanks so much for joining, guys. I hope you had fun. It was great catching up with you and I'll see you again very soon. I'll be posting a video releasing my skincare box on the 27th of this month at 11 p.m. So if you're interested in getting a box, that's when it will go up. And yeah, I guess that's all the news. And then on the first Vlogmas we'll start. So lots of videos coming soon. Up until then, I'm not going to post anything though. It's kind of been like a long stretch between videos, but I've just been like preparing things for Vlogmas. And every time I have a video idea, I'm like, oh shit, like I should post something this week, but I should probably save it for Vlogmas because I know I'm going to run out of ideas. So yeah, sorry for the videos, but there will be one up in 3 days, the skincare one. And the camping one should be up the first week of December sometime, as soon as the staff approves it. So you guys will see it soon. Anyways, have a great day, you guys. Yeah, thanks for joining, William. It was really cool to have someone new in the comments. Everyone else, I feel like they're regulars. I see you guys all the time. There were a couple new people though. So thanks so much for joining. It was nice to have you guys here. Hope you all have a great day or evening, and I will see you on Patreon or in the YouTube comments. Bye, guys. Good night.